Yeah, what's the deal? Peace and blessings, man. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. I pray that the blessings of the Most High God is upon any and everyone who is viewing this broadcast, whether currently or at some time in the future. Um, this is just pretty much like a quick check-in. I got a call. Come on, B, leave me alone, cuz like, god damn, the fuck up off me. It'd be cool and all that. I understand that bees are attracted to high frequency, high vibrations, and all that. But sometimes, like, damn, man, get up off me. But neither, forgive me, that's neither here nor there. I got a call from some of the G homies, not just from the hub and dub, but a representative from the N hood, a representative from the Long Beach car as well. And what these brothers are saying is something that we all know. It's evident. It's clear. Adam 22 has skillfully manipulated, um, ran game on a lot of black members, right? And no one has checked him, called him out, legitimately called him out on his BS and all this and all that. So he feels, hold on, let's let this truck go by. Just gonna let this truck go by. And I want y'all to tap in. The foundation nation says, hold on. He said, get your pipes ready for this cook. Huh? Man, what you talking about, man? Yeah, but anyways, Adam 22 has not been thoroughly checked. He hasn't been challenged on some of the content that he puts out. He hasn't been called out for the subterfuge and division that he creates in the black community. So now Adam 22 has this disposition and it stands that he's invincible. As long as he keeps certain, excuse me for the words that I'm going to say, but as long as he keeps certain token niggas around him, he feel like he can say what he want to say, when he want to say it, and nobody's going to call him out on it. And he play police games, you know what I mean? He plays the game in typical white folks fashion. Before they put out anything too controversial, before they create a smear campaign, the first one of the first things they do is initiate security, put security around it. But this is the thing: when does a job become more important than your people, than who you are as a man, than what we are and what we can be as a people? So on recent Adam 22 news, and then I'm gonna get back to what the homies were saying. But let me slow it down. So the homies from the Hub and Dub, representative from the neighborhood card, and a brother from out of Long Beach, a representative of that Long Beach card as well. They say to all the brothers, man, don't be so hasty to come on here and respond to some of the things that's going on because right now, off scene, Cooler Heads is having conversations with some of the OGs from that group of people. So they're coming together on those 4 yards and they're having meaningful dialogue and they're trying to figure this out. They're trying to identify who's really who's this, who's that, and if these people are who they say they are, then their people are about to confront them, holler at them because what they're doing, they're creating something that could potentially um destroy, cancel, annul that agreement that they have in the California Department of Correction. What I mean? Let me do. I don't know if you can hear the volume or not. All right, I'm back. Forgive me. So there's an agreement in the California Department of Correction to end hostility. So everybody on the good yards, everybody that's on these good 2 yards and these, not good 2 yards. Forgive me. I meant 4 yards. Everybody that's on these good 3 yards and the four that remain good, they have an agreement to end hostility, right? So right now, with this racially charged content that has been put out that has a lot of blacks upset, and Adam becoming vocal about the blacks is weak, the blacks is scary, the Hispanics is weak, the Hispanics is scary, and insinuate that we need to get out here and do something to one another. That's not cool right now. Let's not be too hasty in creating content and saying certain things to respond back to that community that has called Blueface an African booty scratcher in, and have put other racially charged content out there. Let's allow the individuals who are cooler heads, let's afford them the opportunity to have a conversation with their people and see if their people can check their people before we get on here and start saying disrespectful things, and you know, returning the racism that we have been enduring and trying to overlook, not address, and not get cracking on. You feel what I'm saying? So to anybody that feels like anything that I say, you know, has any value to it, you know, coming from the homies on the 4 yard, man, they're respectfully asking for all brothers, especially brothers that make content, to kind of like don't go so hard on your responses and holding the Hispanic community accountable for the racially charged content that they have been putting out, because the top people from both sides is having conversations and they're trying to figure this out. If they can't figure it out, Heedy, then I tell you, man, go for what you know. You understand what I'm saying? But if we have individuals that's in these leadership positions, that's cooler heads, if they can come together, have conversations, let them politic how they're going to politic, so we can get some type of resolve that doesn't initiate a race war like Adam 22 is trying to do. And getting back to this, now is the time for us to hold Adam 22 accountable, because just say if he was successful in initiating this race war, then the black content creators come on here and say some disrespectful shit towards the Mexicans, and the Mexicans come back and they rebuttal and say some more disrespectful shit. The motherfuckers like, fuck it, it's up with the whoopie whoop, and they feel like, fuck it, dog. Then it's up with the whoopie wop wop wops and all this. What you think Adam 22 gonna do? He's going to obsquatulate. He's going to get up out of here with haste. He's going to leave expeditiously. He's going to go back to the northern east, you know what I mean? He's going to go back to the northeast. He's going to kick his feet up and he's going to laugh and talk about how stupid these niggas is. And his community isn't going to hold him accountable because it's black people lives that he's playing with. If anything, they're going to high five him and salute him for being able to effectively penetrate and infiltrate the black culture. How is it when you come to the West Coast, the biggest hip hop podcast is ran controlled by a demonic Caucasian god? Brick Baby 60 NHC says facts. Let's get this bum up out of here. We ain't got no time for this. Hold on. Yeah, we gonna get you losers up out of it. We just gonna ban you off the thing, like, you feel what I'm saying? Neuro-linguistic programming. I'm gonna look into that. But it seems like it's neuro is the mind. Linguistic is conversation, your ability to use words. And programming, we know what programming is. So is it key words that program people to respond and act a certain type of way? Yo, Dave Grease, what's the deal? Peace. Mr. 132 himself says, man, that's the same you was saying about the Mexicans too. So now blame it on the white boy. No, this is the thing, Edie. If we have a relationship, if we have homies, Hub and Dub, Long Beach, and neighborhoods that have a relationship with the big dogs, with the people that's upper echelon, the top people. If we have people that have relationships with these peoples, why will we be instantaneous? Why will we be so quick to go to war, initiate a race war, and we know it's going to be catastrophic? So if we got people's in position and we got people's in place to have and facilitate these conversations with they top dogs, to tell these puppies, hey man, chill out. That's not what it's about, because what you're going to do, you're going to undo a whole lot of work that both sides have been working to accomplish.
That's what I'm saying. I'm for my people. I feel like holding motherfuckers accountable. But before we start picking up this iron and going out there, unaliving people solely on the basis of race, if we have an open door to them to where our people can have conversations with their people and they can check their people before this shit escalate, then why not use that? Because if we don't, then niggas' babies gonna be done. Niggas' grandmama's gonna be done. See, you ain't never like, see, it's bro, what yours have you been on respectfully? You say Mr. 132 himself. Hopefully I'm not misreading what the brother has said to me. Hopefully I'm not misreading it. The brother said, man, that's the same shit you were saying about the Mexicans. To man, that's the same shit you were saying about the Mexicans too. So now blame it on the white boy. The white boy, he's not a Crip, he's not a Blood, he's not a Groove, and he's not a Paru. So it's cool for the white boy to come on here and call us bitches and call the Mexicans bitches, to call us spineless, talking about we don't got no backbone, and the Mexicans don't got no backbone. Is that white boy gonna be out here providing ammunition, guns, bulletproof vests? Is he gonna supply one side or the other? Is he gonna get out here and start getting cracking and busting off shots if it escalate to that? Think about that, Heedy. How could a person that don't have a dog in a fight have so much to say? How could a person that don't have a dog in a fight try to initiate a war and he ain't got nothing to do with nothing? Like, think about that. If we gonna initiate it, if we gonna get it cracking, then initiate it and get it cracking. If the Mexicans gonna get it, it's gonna initiate it and get it cracking. Let them initiate it and get it cracking on their own accord, not off an agent provocateur, not off a white boy that's gonna sit back and run up numbers. Cause all we is to him is numbers. So that's what I'm saying. Think outside the motherfucking box. It ain't hypocritical. It's not hypocrisy. It's not me contradicting myself. What I'm saying is, if we can have a conversation with these dudes, listen, homie, I feel like how I feel. Many of you all know how I feel. My big homies from 3 different cars reached out to me and said, Bobby, hey, you got a voice. This is what we need from you. So I'm playing my part. I'm playing my position. Don't come on here and try to make it seem like this, that, or third, or berate me and try to castigate and reprimand me. Man, homie, listen. In this game of life, we all got a position to play. So if I trust these G's, if I trust my big homies, and I know their word is gold, and they saying, hold on, allow us to try to resolve this in this fashion, I will be a fool to go against that. Because just say if the blacks, right, content creators and individuals in the streets, right, start saying Mexicans, and the Mexicans start saying mayates, and now it's no longer done subliminally. It's done overtly instead of covertly. That African booty scratcher shit, we knew what could mean. Because ain't blatantly come out and say, yeah, the nigger or the mayate blue face and fuck my he ain't did that shit. The one dude that was on what's the name of that Hispanic podcast? I forget. When he was like, yeah, the paisas did this, and the paisas, they got off on the blacks, and or I mean, wait, no, he said they got off on the Maya. Oh, my bad. I apologize. That's the hood coming out. Did I agree with that? No. Did I feel some type of way? Yes. But now we at a point to where this shit may escalate and go somewhere. And my G homies, Hub and Dub, Neighborhood Card, and brothers from out of Long Beach has asked me to do them a solid. I'm gonna do that. If we can prevent bloodshed, if we can prevent it, bloodshed, then why wouldn't we? Especially if we on the topic of peace. So you know what I mean? Y'all may think, y'all may feel, or whatever the case may be, a certain type of way, but if we can save lives, why don't we save lives? No matter what lives, who lives we're putting forth the effort to save. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But for anybody that got something to say, I'm about to drop this link. I'm gonna drop this link. Tap on a link, come up, and let's have a respectful conversation. You know what I mean? I can respect it and I can accept it if brothers was just tired, right? I can respect it and I can accept it if brothers was just tired and they just said, fuck it, is enough. Shit, I'm gonna be with the brothers. But when you have a master manipulating Caucasian that's trying to get us to initiate a race war, that's not cool with me. That's like kicking off a race war. That's like kicking off the race war on the word of the police. No matter what we feel about these dudes, no matter what we feel about them dudes, the police can't tell us to go get cracking. We don't work like that. We're not led and we're not driven, motivated, and directed and instructed by the police. That ain't our get down. We don't rock like that. If it's going up, we gonna make it go up on our accord. Not because Adam 22 that came on here, disrespected Mexicans, disrespected blacks, called us, you know what I mean, some very disparaging words. Like, no, nigga, we'll be the biggest tricks in the tricks bag to let Adam trick niggas out their freedom, out their lives, and all this type of shit. Like, you feel me, nigga? We need to start having a conversation with Adam. All these niggas that's around Adam, hanging with him, employed by him, and sucking him off and all this type of shit. Like, nigga, we need to start having a conversation with them. How you niggas gonna respond to this? Cuz this nigga was talking to y'all too when he said what he said about the blacks and the Mexicans. Oh, you niggas is exempt? Nigga, we need to have this motherfucking dialogue. Adam 22 is out of pocket. If the brothers just say, you know what, man, these Mahindas, these Mexicans been talking too much. It's time for whoop whoop. I can't do nothing but respect it. Until, you know, my Jesus reaching out, I have a dog in a fight. I have a leg to stand on. Say, nah, big homie, you know what I mean? They've been saying too much is this, that, and third. But when it's a white boy that's at the middle of it, they right. Because if it kick off right now, today, if it kick off tonight, that nigga's going to go back to wherever the fuck he come from and then get back to his original audience, skateboarders. But now they're going to look at him as being the type of person that has cultural equity because what he came out west and did on some of these slow ass niggas. Not all people's out west is slow, but a lot of these slow ass niggas couldn't even catch on or catch up to what was going on. So would it be nothing for Adam to go somewhere and pitch a hip hop show and one of these major networks, one of these major networks pick him up and bring him in because what he was able to come out here and accomplish out here on the West Coast. Even if he kick off a race war, this ain't no game, my nigga. If Adam was black and he did some of the shit that he's been doing, then we'll be calling him out. We'll be nailing him to the cross. We'll be ready to persecute and crucify him. But being that he's a Caucasian, we gonna sit back and just let him do all the shit that he's doing, all the shit that he's engaging in. Come on, dog. This shit ain't right. Let's get into some of these comments. Damn, it's a lot of comments. And my phone on 2%. California Trail TV says fact. See, right now we all should be dialoguing. All the black content creators, we should be putting our shit to the side and we should be going live with each other. We should be having a panel addressing anti-minority racism, addressing Adam 22 trying to secretly and subtly initiate a race war. Bro, if this race war kick off, man, it's gonna be worse than what it was. It's gonna be worse than Chicago. Not saying they had a race war, but the unaliving, the statistics, the body count, it's gonna go way past Chicago, Baltimore, and all that shit put together. When California niggas start unaliving for the sake of color. More Money says he want my penis in his mouth. Come on, bro, don't do that. More Money, please go with the homosexual invitations, bro. My penis will never be in your mouth. None of that. So just go play with some kids. Matter of fact, we're gonna block you. This dude came thrown here and said he want my penis in his mouth. This is crazy. Let me get him up out of here. And that's MORE money dash 7U. Yeah, we gonna get you up out of here. Dude, there we go. California Trail TV says facts. Beautifully Blessed says it's in reality, it's really only one party. Damn politicians are all corrupt and the same. The gentleman says his pops was pardoned by Bill Clinton. What? The Darien clan says, man, I pray y'all find peace on the W side over there. Over here in New York, that Mexican black thing is non-existent. Yeah, as of right now, until they get their numbers up. Akita said, well, let the wars begin. Not on account of Adam, Haiti. Nah, we can't go on account of Adam. Let's let the cooler heads have conversations. If that shit failed, then fuck it. It is what it is. But not on account of Adam, cuz we can't let him initiate or provoke a race war. And he disrespected them and he disrespected us. Like hell no, we can't give cuz that power.